Freddie Adu. At one point, Freddie Adu was supposed to save American football. Nike called him the future. The media called him the next Pele. And unbelievably, he became a professional at just 14 years old. At an age where most kids were still in school, Adu was already playing in Major League Soccer against grown men. The hype became enormous almost instantly. Commercials, interviews, magazine covers. America wanted a football superstar so badly that Freddie Adu became famous before he had time to develop normally. And that pressure slowly destroyed him. Instead of improving steadily, Adu bounced between clubs constantly. Portugal, France, Greece, Turkey, nothing worked. Managers questioned his mentality. Others said he never developed physically enough for elite football. Eventually, the player once called America's Pele disappeared almost completely from top-level football. And today, Freddie Adu is remembered less as a footballer and more as a warning about hype. Bojan Krkić. Bojan was supposed to become Barcelona's next superstar. When he was in La Masia, people inside the club genuinely believed he might become even better than Messi. That sounds insane now, but at the time, Bojan's numbers were unbelievable. He broke youth scoring records, destroyed academy defenses, and reached Barcelona's first team while still a teenager. Technically, he looked perfect for Barca football. Quick passing, movement, intelligence. But mentally, the pressure became unbearable. At Barcelona, every young player was compared to Messi constantly, and Bojan later admitted he suffered severe anxiety and panic attacks during matches. The expectations around him became impossible to escape. While Messi became football's biggest superstar, Bojan slowly faded away. Not because he lacked talent, but because modern football can mentally crush young players before they fully mature. Alexandre Pato. For a few years, Pato looked unstoppable. Fast, technical, clinical. He played with complete confidence. At AC Milan, many fans believed he would dominate world football for the next decade. Even defenders looked terrified trying to stop him in open space. And then, his body completely betrayed him. Pato suffered injury after injury after injury. Hamstrings, muscles, constant setbacks. Every time he returned, another injury followed. Eventually, the explosiveness that made him special started disappearing. And without his speed, he was never quite the same player again. This is what makes football so brutal. Sometimes talent isn't enough. Sometimes your body simply doesn't allow greatness to happen. Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli may be the most confusing footballer ever, because unlike many failed wonderkids, Balotelli actually showed moments of world-class ability. At his best, he was terrifying. Powerful shooting, elite physicality, technical skill, confidence. In Euro 2012, he looked like the future of Italian football. Then, everything collapsed again. Managers constantly struggled with him. Teammates questioned his attitude, and controversy followed him everywhere. Balotelli became more famous for chaos than football. The frustrating part is that fans could always see the talent. That's why people never stopped talking about him, because deep down, everyone felt the same thing. What if he had fully focused on football? Dele Alli. This one feels different, because unlike most wonderkids, Dele Alli actually became a superstar for a short time. At Tottenham, he looked unbelievable. He scored difficult goals constantly, made intelligent runs, and played with total confidence. For a few years, he genuinely looked like one of the best young midfielders in the world. Then suddenly, everything disappeared. His performances declined rapidly. Managers lost trust in him, and his confidence seemed completely gone. Later, Dele revealed the personal struggles he had been hiding for years. Childhood trauma, mental health battles, addiction, and it completely changed how many fans viewed his career. Because football supporters often forget something important. Players are still human beings. Adnan Januzaj. When Januzaj broke into Manchester United's first team, fans thought they had found their next superstar. Technically gifted, creative, fearless. Even experienced defenders struggled against him early on. But Januzaj arrived during one of the worst periods in modern Manchester United history. The club lacked stability. Managers kept changing, and young players developed under constant chaos. Slowly, Januzaj stopped improving. And in football, stagnation is deadly, especially for young players, because once momentum disappears, the football world moves on incredibly fast. That's the cruelest thing about football wonderkids. Talent creates expectations, but expectations can destroy careers just as quickly. Some players failed because of injuries, some because of pressure, and some because football became too much too early. But all of them remind us of the same thing. Becoming a wonderkid is easy compared to surviving it.